Have you ever got so mad you expressed anger on the wrong phone? You did 10 minutes or so on the wrong phone. Now you got to tape it all over again.
I think that's a fake war in Iran. President Trump had a meeting with Iran prior to the war, I believe it was, or somewhere in the beginning of the war. There were men from Iran that came to my other website and they caused me to understand that whatever is blown up in Iran or said to be blown up in Iran was already paid for with money that belonged to me. So, and his reason was, he said, quote, we wanted in on the money. And I really don't believe Ayatollah is dead or anything they say. They lie so much, especially with the Bin Laden story. Nobody could find Bin Laden but Barack Obama. So as he took office, he knew exactly what it was. We have a government, they're habitual liars. And where there's unity, there's strength. They stick together in those lies, and convince everybody that, that this is what happened, that's what happened. And it's not what happened. And you don't understand why God is acting up with you, literally baking you with these heat waves and all sort of catastrophic disasters tearing apart the earth. I think that's the book of Nahum. When God gets upset with the sins and murders and crimes of the people, he would take a whirlwind with you, some catastrophic disasters, some tsunamis and stuff, because you're grievous. So yeah, that's all I remember. Before this website, there was another website. No, I'm not to blame for any USA government misconduct anywhere. You're not going to blame me and get away with it. Because I don't have the, well, who's in charge pulling the strings to this war or that war. I just know one thing. That's what the man said. It came around the cooking guy. At the same time, he came to the other website. So no, you're not fooling me. I know they paid you also, like they paid everybody else in this American country except for me. People think it's funny. Girl, your life blessed the whole world. I said the same problem I have with it. It should not have been done from the get go, first of all. But if anybody gonna pass out money and that belongs to me, from my house, it should be me, not this president, Biden, Trump, and them out there buying friendship. See, they're so foolish, they're so grievous. They will cover a little lie with a big war. And I think that's a fake war in Ukraine and Russia. You see, that strategy to help them elude crime. For example, if if a taxpayer have litigations against the U.S. government, state, or federal government, celebrities start dropping dead big time. Where everybody wants to, oh, these three celebrities died on the same day, same time. Everybody's whole world was watching that. They get to buy generational years and time to finish their office, finish their job, elude crime. Same thing with these fake wars in the Middle East. Yeah, they might be blowing up stuff, but the stuff they're blowing up is already paid for with money that was made off illegal money that was made off my household. And this government don't have any business in possession with any illegal money. I saw spiritually, even on today, these corrupt feds, the stuff they buy, a little bit of everything, property, games and website and stuff. Basically, put that in parentheses. What I saw, they never seen so much money in life. They're running around caused a whale to swallow Jonah. So when Jonah was inside the belly of the whale, he said, "Oh, God, if you let me out alive, I'll go and do what you told me to." So he did. And Nineveh repented of their sins. They put away all their sins. And Jonah was mad because God didn't kill him like he said he would, so he could feel better. So God created a gourd, a plant, and gave him some shade, and gave him some rest. You see what I'm saying? He ain't changed. God will bring I think the greatest monetary amount in this world is decillion. Not a nine, a decillion, not a quad, whatever. God will bring a decillion better in your life and tell you to go and tell these people, I'm going to kill them, I'm going to do this, I'm going to burn them up, because they said people started in those days when I used to teach on Facebook, they started getting saved by country roads. But then when all the smoke clear, he didn't want all the souls that he wants. Now you're looking at like the culprit. He gonna receive them grace